Hello and welcome back to the channel. In today's episode we're going to take an opportunity to have a go at calculating mechanical advantage, velocity ratio and of course working out the overall efficiency of our worked example here, which is going to be our Nutcracker. Brilliant revision for you guys at home. Let's get started. Right, so what have we got here then? So effectively we have our main formula here. We have the mechanical advantage formula, which of course, if you've not already forgotten, is load over our effort. We have velocity ratio, which would be the distance moved by the effort divided by the distance moved by the load. Of course then we calculate it all together and crunch those numbers by doing our efficiency, which is the mechanical advantage divided by velocity ratio times by 100%. Now, we're going to have a go at doing that for our Nutcracker example over there. Now, we can see straight away that we have 12 newtons of force, but we don't have the effort. Now, this is common in the examination. Sometimes they will omit part of that information and expect you guys to be able to calculate what it is. Now, I'm going to show you some useful tips and teach you a method to how to get that information without having to have that number there already. I'll tell you what we can do though in the meantime is work out the velocity ratio, because the figures we need are both sat there. We have down here our 5 centimeters, which is between our fulcrum and our load, and of course then we have our effort over here, which is 10 centimeters. So we can work that out by going VR is equal to the distance moved by effort. So moved by effort in this case would be 10 centimeters, because it's how far we're having to pull that lever down, divided by 5 centimeters, which is how far we're having to go from our fulcrum to the load. Now I'm going to give you guys at home an opportunity to answer that for me. So there's my equals, and then we'll put our velocity ratio there. Okay, you guys can crunch the number. Okay, brilliant. Hopefully you guys have done that at home now. And don't forget, if you need a bit more time, feel free to give me a bit of a pause and allow yourself a little extra time to crunch those numbers. Okay, so it's fairly straightforward here. We've got 10 divided by 5, which of course will equal 2. So our velocity ratio in this case is equal to 2. Now, over to mechanical advantage, and that little tip I was going to teach you. I'm going to show you that technique right here. We have our mechanical advantage, which in this case is our load, which is 12, over something, and that will give us mechanical advantage. Now I don't quite know what that is, but what I do know is that we have 12 newtons of force. Now what I can do with that is I can take a little 12, I'll put it over here, and I'm going to times it by how far it's got to go, so the distance moved by the load, which in this case is 5. Now 12 times 5 will give us that answer, and I'll give you a spell just to figure that out. Won't be too long because it's not a tricky one. Don't forget, if you need to, use that calculator at home. Okay, we should now have 60. Now what I want to do is I want to divide that by the total distance moved. Now earlier we worked out that the velocity ratio is 2, and that is because we're moving this arm 2 times further than we are over here. Now that's important to us because now I want to know how far we're moving all together, and that essentially is our 5 plus our 10. Of course that gives us 15, so what I can do now is I can divide that by our 15. So if we're not sure what's happening here, we're going to go 5 plus the 10, which will give us 15 centimeters, and I'm going to divide the 60 by the 15 centimeters. So essentially what I'm doing there is I'm saying, well, I've got 12 newtons of force, and that's been times by 5 centimeters of distance, and we're going to then divide that by the total distance. In this case, it's 15. Now, you can simply put that into a calculator. So I'm going to leave you guys to punch that in to your calculators at home, and then hopefully we'll reconvene with the correct answer in just a minute. Hopefully you got that right. Let's check to see if you did. So we're going to do 12 times 5, which will give us 60, and then we're going to divide that by 15. Now, quite simply, we can just punch that into a calculator. So for you guys at home, if you need a little bit extra time, I can just do that now and give you that extra little few seconds. 12 times 5 equals 60. I'm going to divide that by 15. It's going to give me my mechanical advantage. And what that will give us is 4. So our mechanical advantage ends up being 4. Hope you got that right at home. Now, finally, calculating the efficiency. We're on the home straight. We've nearly nailed it. Okay, so here we go. We know that it is our formula up top. All I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to write that out down below, and I'm going to expect you guys to be able to work that out. So let's do a something times by something, and that'll give us our overall efficiency. So you guys at home can have a go. Fab! Okay, now you've got that, let's see if we can get it right. Let's do a little bit of marking. So, mechanical advantage, we know that's 4, and we're going to divide that by our velocity ratio, which of course we know is 2. So, that 4 divided by 2, and then we're going to times that by 100, and that's going to give us our percentage. So 4 divided by 2 equals 2, times by 100 gives us 200. And that, ladies and gents, is how we calculate the efficiency of our Nutcracker. So our Nutcracker is 200% efficient. That basically means that we are having to apply such a small amount of force to allow it to crack such a hard shell. Makes it perfect for its job, really, doesn't it? Okay, so what have we learned in today's session? Hopefully you guys have worked out a nice little technique to calculating a piece of emitted area. So even if it was the other way around, let's say for example we didn't know what the newtons of force was, but we did know what the effort was, we could do the same thing again. We would simply take our effort and we would times that by what we have down here, so the distance moved by the effort in that case, and then we'd do the same thing again, and we'd add these two together and work out what the total distance was, and that again would give us our mechanical advantage. So don't be put off by parts that are missing, just think, great, this is going to be a challenge for me and I'm going to nail it with our techniques that we've seen on the Mr. Davey channel, the Mr. Design and Technology channel. I'm getting a bit above my station there. Okay, brilliant. So until next time, keep practicing at home. I'll be sure to drop on more of these videos so you guys can practice this mechanical advantage, velocity ratio, and of course calculating the efficiency. Until next time, stay safe. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye now.